Welcome. This is the final recorded lecture on this mock SBR September 2023, where we are looking at the new format which has to do with the spreadsheets. I'll urge you to practice this question over and over, then move to other questions on the CBE platform. Look at the spreadsheets. It's important that you develop the skills using the spreadsheets, the speed, be able to balance, be able to see errors within the spreadsheet. When the formula is not picking up the right stuff, be able to see that formula and make the corrections. We now address the other comprehensive income. Let's start, we'll go column by column. We had the 900. This 900 came from where? This 900 came from it was 898 something, then we rounded off. 878 we rounded off. This was coming from exhibit 1. FCO purchased goods for resale on that date. Okay, so this was a payable, a translation on a transaction which had not been paid for. This belongs to the parent only because it's the parent who purchased. So this is a transaction which relates to the parent only. So the whole translation gain will bring it under the parent. Okay, we bring it under the parent. We go, so it will be both under the parent and profit for the year attributed to owners and total comprehensive income attributed to the owners. The next column, okay, this one is slightly complex, so let's do the easy ones first. Know when an item is complex in the exam. Do not waste a lot of time. Try and get the simple marks, easy questions first out of the way, then spend whatever time you have on the difficult parts. You don't want to waste a lot of time on the difficult part and then you run out of time addressing the easy parts. The hedge. The hedge came from exhibit 2. This was done by the parent, which owns 75% of a subsidiary, meaning whatever the parent does, 75% belongs to the parent, 25% is for the NCI. So the hedge, we're going to split 75%. Where is the hedge? So this hedge is a fair value hedge which is recognized in P&L. So P&L, fair value adjustment came from exhibit. Fair value adjustment came from exhibit. Was it 3? Fair value adjustment came from exhibit 3, where the parent owns 80%. So 80% and 20%. Equally, the unrealized profit also came from exhibit 3. Now remember that this fair value adjustment, you have taken out tax. So it is at 100. We said 80% and 20%. Let's verify that with our model answer. Oh, we didn't take out the tax on the unrealized profits. We need to take out tax on the unrealized profits. Okay, so we are now remaining with the translation of the assets as well as goodwill. What complicates this translation is that the goodwill belongs only to the parent. So we need to separate the goodwill from this amount. Then what remains from this amount, we split it according to the percentage holding. Now this is Elabel. Elabel came from Exhibit 1. What are the percentages there? 90% and 10%. So we need to do a working. So we bring that figure there. We take out goodwill. Remember, goodwill I think was like 53. So we have 535.1, goodwill 53. Okay. Then we put parent and CI. Parent we've said is 90%. NCI 10%. But okay. So let's recap what we've done here. Because the goodwill belongs to the parent only, we cannot split it between 90 and 10. So we remove it from that, from the 535.1. The remainder is what is split between the parent and the NCI. Hope that is clear. So we can then bring that in the working. So parent NCI that concludes our working. Let's verify with the model answer. So we have, remember this figure, we had verified this figure earlier, 8865.6. So we now need to verify 9040.7. $8865.6. Okay. This is not balancing. This has to do with some symbols, I guess. This is a loss, a loss, a loss, a loss, a loss, a loss, a loss. Okay, when we took these figures here, we did not remember when we brought it here, we brought it with a negative, but to do the calculations, we had removed. So if we do that, and we do that, we do that. Okay, so we should have maintained the negative sign there. So we've got 7970.5, 7970.5. Voila. So I'll share the spreadsheets, not the solution, the blank spreadsheets, and I want you to practice and practice and practice before you compare with the model answer. So that concludes our first session on reviewing the format of spreadsheets. We've done the P&L. The next one we'll be looking at will be the statement of financial position. Then if we can find statement of cash flow, I think that came not too long ago. I remember seeing something somewhere. So the next one will be consolidated income statement. Please, let's practice and practice. As you can see, it's quite friendly. They are not bringing very complicated calculations, but you just have to remember the knowledge on consolidation. What happens in consolidation? Where do you eliminate? Where you eliminate from the parent, where you eliminate from both. Remember the income statement. Also, usually there is an issue of time apportionment where a subsidiary has not been owned for more than 12 months. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.